on.
69 the news.
Operation Burnout. And so far, they've had a lot of success. Columbus Police say they have made 186 arrests, including 40 juveniles.
Oh, wow.
They've seized 16 firearms, including one ghost gun, and they've impounded 69 cars. First of all, 69.
What is 69?
Right. Including one that was stolen.
Like, to me, that you should be able to pound every single car. Like, how hard is it to find these sideshows and stop every single person?
Aren't they doing that in some cities?
I hope so, but you hear that, like, you see all these people, and then, like, 2 arrests or no arrests.
Yeah, usually none.
Also, the cars are stolen, so it's not really a threat.
Yeah, but I thought they were, like, I know there are some cities, I believe, that I read that if you get busted doing a sideshow, burnouts or whatever, something, they just immediately impound the car.
Yeah, why
should
not?
take it forever.
For like a month or something like that.
Yeah, but even still, it's like you have to get it out of impound, which how much does it cost to get your car out of impound? Like, roughly, like, what's a ballpark?
I'm going to say $200 minimum.
A day.
Per day,
Yeah.
probably.
Is that right?
Right.
That happened to me, and it was very expensive.
Yeah, so back in July, the Columbus City Council, they passed an ordinance that allows law enforcement to seize car parts used for car racing as contraband.
Nice.
See, I think if I
also it allows higher penalties for street racers.
If I stole a car, I would like to stay under the radar by doing a sideshow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
burnouts and donuts.
Hey, and, now that hockey season is back,
Every day, 69 News is covering what's happening right now.
the Pittsburgh Penguins, they started their 2024-2025 training camp back in September. But I just saw this whole thing because they're talking about how many people they invited to camp, how many players they invited to camp. Guess how many? Any guesses around the room?
Carry the 2
Like 30?
plus 5.
Extra goalie.
69.
68.
Ooh, you're very close.
I am?
Closest without going over. 69 you got.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 69 players they invited to camp. So,
Nice.
yeah,
That's
fun.
That's a hot locker room.
that's right.
That's killing me go some 69.
That's right. A New York-based startup called Air Company recently announced that it has raised, guess how much money? $69 million
I was going to say $69.
to work on converting CO2 into jet fuel.
Oh, wow.
They say the money will go toward building commercial production facilities for sustainable aviation fuel. And if all goes as planned, Air Company would be one step closer to fulfilling its batch of orders to JetBlue and the Virgin Atlantic, which they have already agreed to buy a total of 125 million gallons of sustainable aviation fuel from the firm.
That's pretty awesome.
Significant.
Yeah, but they've raised $69 million.
That's a couple tanks worth.
Yeah.
6, 8, 9.
69, that's right.
Nice.
69 in the news this morning on The Woody Show.
69 News is there.
And according to a new poll from the Marist Institute
First
for
of all,
Public
bold,
Opinion,
you know what I'm saying?
they talked to adults living in New York. What percentage do you think believe that Mayor Eric Adams should resign?
Oh.
Probably like 69%.
69%.
Wow, really? It's just not popular, huh?
Believe that he should resign. Only 26% approved of his job performance. Nearly half said they strongly disapproved of it.
Look, he may have been getting bribes from whoever it was, the
Turkey.
Lithians, whatever. But he has sound cameras in New York City, which I fully support.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty. I'm sorry, not guilty to the 5 criminal charges, bribery, fraud, things like that. But,
And they discovered garbage cans a few months
Right.
ago.
You got garbage cans.
He's trying to bring garbage cans. Don't stop him.
They've had 400 years of no garbage cans.
Right.
yeah.
You can't
Now
stop
we
that.
New York City now with garbage cans.
Yeah, I don't care what bribes.
Yeah,
dude.
get buy uranium from the Libyans. Sorry.
The Libyans.
But put some garbage cans.
They found me.
All right.
It all comes together on 69 News.
A church in Virginia just dug up a piece of the past. St. Stephen's Episcopal Church. They placed a time capsule in the church wall. That was back, speaking of Back to the Future, back in 1955.
Oh, exactly.
And now, 69 years later,
They opened it?
they just opened it back up. Now, what was inside? Old prayer books and member logs. Exciting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Where's the gold coins?
The Reverend said that they are working on creating a new time capsule now with prayer shawls, history documents of the church, and a prayer booklet.
How
Okay.
boring.
Exactly.
It'll be sealed and placed under the
cares?
pulpit soon, and then they're going to open that one in 100 years, and in 100 years they're going to go,
That's so
God damn, is that boring?
Well, I was about to say, like 69 years is too short for a time capsule.
Is
Yeah.
it?
That is so dumb. And it's in a church, so there's zero surprise. Oh, prayer book. Oh, neat.
69 years is too short?
Well, like you just said, the next one's going to be 100 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, there are people who are alive who were around back then. Who could say, oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
yeah,
dug
this-
it up.
And by,
I could-
by the way,
spoiler
prayer
alert.
book.
Nickelodeon
That's
did a
so
time
stupid.
capsule, and I think they're opening it next year.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
But people were around.
But at least
Yeah, I know, but
you
it's like
won't-
all this stuff from childhood that was inside.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, we
a
open it up and,
variety
you
of
know.
things, not church-related prayer book boring stuff. At a
Yeah.
church, neat. That is so
Greg
dumb.
is-
I'm like angry at this. That is so stupid.
Greg lashes out at church.
All right, but okay, so you're a church. So what do you put in there?
I don't know, something that I thought the whole point of a time capsule is to kind of mark where you are in life
Right.
now, and then in the future it'll be like, oh my God, remember when we were into Pac-Man or whatever?
Just spice
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah,
Right,
remember
but I'm saying, but under,
Pac-Man?
but under the
I mean, I see
umbrella
that they're
church.
limited and all, but
Yeah, so I guess a prayer book would
or
be
maybe
kind of
just
it, right?
don't do a time capsule.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, what else are you gonna put in there? Hey guys, we have a coffee shop. Let's do a time capsule. Let's put a coffee mug,
Oh,
some
look at
coffee
that
beans, and
donkey.
a spoon.
There's a muffin.
Yeah, right.